Physical training and exercise benefits in some ways, but let me show you what's really important. Our Bible study will be coming from First Timothy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. That's First Timothy chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. And I'll be reading from the King James Version. And it reads, But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that is now and of that which is to come. Verse 7 starts off by saying, But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. Let's let us know right off the bat. Don't get caught up in what man may be writing or what man may be saying, or a lot of false stories of what people may be making up. But focus on things that are leading to God, which we can find those things through the Bible, and also by surrounding ourselves with good people who are trying to stay on that right path. So it's telling us right off the bat, forget those things that are false and not of God, but focus on those things that are of God. It's good. And it says, exercise unto godliness. So work towards those things that are producing godliness. Verse 8, for bodily exercise profited little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is come. The first part of it says, for bodily exercise profited little. If you anything like me, you like to go to the gym. I go to the gym at least 4 to 5 times out of the week and spend at least an hour, hour and a half in there at that. Which, hey, it has some benefits to it, right? I'm able to lift more weights. I'm able to have a nice build, and I feel good. I do. But that alone is not enough. That's why I said it profited little. And even a little bit more context, the ancient Greek and Roman culture, they value exercise. But Paul was writing this to Timothy to let him know that, hey, don't get caught up in these man cultures and values and focus on those things that are leading to Christ and God. That's why he said, for bodily exercise profited little. It's of some importance, but it's not everything. It says, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is come. But godliness, things that are the things that are leading you towards God, things that God would approve of, which we can find in the Bible. The Bible gives us everything we need, right? It's saying those things are profitable unto everything that we need in life. That's key. Exercise can help us out in some ways, but the Bible and things and having those characteristics of Jesus Christ and of God, that'll take us much further than you'll ever imagine. And that's the key. I even got to get on myself. I go to the gym so much throughout the week, but I got to ask myself, how many times do I study? Do I study more than I go to the gym? A lot of the times I have not, and that's wrong. As a Christian, I need to be studying my behind off. I need to be studying all the time because studying and staying on that right path is what's going to get me to heaven, not me exercising. I'm not going to heaven based on how many pounds I can lift or how long I can run. That's not going to get me into heaven. Being a Christian and actually being committed and consistent is what's going to get me there. And that's the focus right here. And it says having the promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. Doing those things that are working towards godliness, it's going to help out while you're on earth. It doesn't mean that things are going to be easy. It doesn't mean that you're going to have all the money in the world. It doesn't mean you're going to have all the cars in the world. But having that mindset that is set on things that are above and not things that are stuck on this earth, it's going to allow us to be more content as a Christian, which is important as we live our life on this earth. The second part of it says, and of that which is to come. Us working towards having godliness, or us working towards being a Christian and being Christ-like and doing the best that we can based on this Bible, is going to help us have eternal life and happiness and joy in heaven. And that's important. We're going to heaven based on how we live our life as a Christian, how we are a light towards those around us, instead of how much weight we can lift. So as we live our life Let's make sure that we are exercising our godliness as a Christian. Let's make sure that we are working ourselves towards doing things that are right instead of doing things that are wrong. Because that is really what's more important, right? So remember, exercise those things that are right based on the Bible. Don't get caught up on these false prophets or people who are saying things that are wrong. Let's stick to the Bible, do the best that we can, and remember, we can make heaven our home one day if we do that.